Good morning to everyone. I'm Dr. Sumi MS. The topic of my today's presentation is ASM Chart from Unit 4 State Machine Design of Digital Logic Circuits and Design. On completion, the students will be able to understand the design of digital circuits using algorithmic state machines flowcharts. Algorithmic state machines. In digital systems, the binary information is divided into both data and control information. Data information is manipulated by means of various operations like arithmetic, logic, as well as shift operations. These operations are implemented by multiplexers, decoders, counters, as well as shift registers. Control information gives various command signals that help to perform various data operations. The logic part of the digital systems can be divided into two parts. One part is responsible for the design of the circuit that performs data processing operations, and the other part is responsible for the design of the control circuit that takes care of all the operations and their sequence of operation. The control sequence and the data processing of the digital system can be determined by a hardware algorithm. So, our motive is to formulate the hardware algorithm that helps to achieve this objective. So, this diagram represents the relationship between control logic and data processor. A flowchart is a traditional method for determining the sequence of procedural steps and the decision paths for a hardware algorithm. A special type of flowchart is being designed for this purpose to specify the design of a digital circuit, which is known as the algorithmic state machine chart. So this is a special type of flowchart that is used to describe the sequential operations of a digital circuit. The ASM chart determines the sequence of events, timing relationship between the states of the sequential controller and the events that happen while going from one state to another. And this ASM chart is composed of three basic elements, which are the state box, decision box, and conditional box. So this state box, the diagram representing the state box. A state is in the control sequence is described by the state box. The shape of the box is rectangular, in which the register operations or output signal names can be specified. The state name is given as a symbolic name, which is written on the upper left corner of the box. After the state assignment, the binary code is placed at the upper right corner of the state box, as mentioned in the diagram. The next is the decision box, which revolves a condition. So it describes the effect of the input on the control subsystem. It is a diamond shaped box with two or more exit paths. The input condition which needs to be checked is written inside the box. One exit path is taken when the condition is true and other one when the condition is false, as we have here two exit paths. When the input condition is assigned to a binary value, then the two paths are generally indicated by 1 and 0. The next is the condition bar. This condition box is from the exit part of the previous decision box. It has a oval shape, and the input path of the condition box must come from the exit part of the decision box, and the register operations and the output list are written inside the condition box, which is generated in a particular state, but the input condition must be true in that case. So this is an example representing all the three elements of the ASM chart. And here the control unit generates the start output signal when T1 state arises, and in T1 the control checks the status of input E. If E is 1, then R is assigned to 0, and if E is 0, it remains unchanged. In both the cases, the value and E is assigned to the state F. Quiz questions on ASM chart. What do you mean by ASM chart? What are the basic elements of an ASM chart? Thank you.